Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you guys probably hate me. I'm sorry. Let's get that shit out of the way. I'll tell you what happened, and then we'll talk about what we need to talk about. What happened was, we had some yard work going on at my house, and they were putting in trees, plants, some random shit right in front of the cable box. And I knew it was going to happen. I mean, and it's inevitable. I mean, you get the Hispanics out there, the Cubans, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, the Latinos. We'll stick with Latinos because I don't want to offend anybody. But you get those people out there, and they don't speak English until they get to the point where somebody says, who gets the paycheck? Then everybody speaks English. It's terrible. You know, you got to find some form of work etiquette that can enable somebody to do the job correctly without fucking shit up. Hence, they were digging out by the cable box, putting in some nice, beautiful, great looking palm trees. Took a shovel right through the cable line. Split that bitch in half. Internet went down. I had even gone out and said, yo hablo inglés, or tú hablas inglés, something, I don't know what I said. Sí, ya, yo hablo inglés. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking. I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna offend somebody. Oh well, I'm sorry. Now you guys are all like Norwegian or something like that. You guys don't. Okay, yeah. But I said, look, there's a cable line right here. When you're digging, please be careful of that cable line. Okay. I'd be careful of the cable line. Thank you. Come back in the middle of a Modern Warfare 3 game. Ass raging noob doors. Boom. I was gone. Just went. You have to be connected to Xbox Live to play Xbox Live matches. Oh god, I was pissed. I was so upset. I was so mad. I was about to beat one of them so bad they were gonna be the only person in heaven in a wheelchair. I was livid because I'd already told them. I said, look, there's a cable line right here. Watch out. Okay, awesome. Okay, you know, that's what happened. That's why I've been gone for a week. Took a week for them to come out and fix it because it's been raining for a week straight, and they can't fix cable lines when it's in the rain because then if it gets wet, then the whole cable lines are in. They can't just splice it, and it's just woosah. Okay, that's what happened. Now, what I wanted to talk about, by the way, MP9 M.o.a.b. Spoiler. What happened, as I want to talk about, is when you start to listen to a commentator on YouTube for a long time, and I had to pick an entire different video for this because the first time I talked, I ran out of time, so I gotta hurry this up. When you start to watch a commentator on YouTube for a long time, you can start to see changes that commentator endures. One, it could be maturity, except for a lot of commentators on YouTube are not very mature. It could be maturity, it could be immaturity, it could be sadness, depression, exhilaration, excitement. I mean, there's events are going to happen in that commentator's personal life that is outside of YouTube that will influence the person he will become for a short amount of time, or will influence the person that will influence a change that person will come through, will go through in life and how they act. That was a whole jumble up sentence, but I hope you guys understand. Something's going to happen in the commentator's life that's going to make them act differently. Quote unquote, that's a whole lot better. I don't know why I didn't just say that in the first place. For instance, let's say said commentator gets dumped by his girlfriend. Okay, said commentator becomes sad. Said commentator starts talking about death and depression and all this shit in the middle of his commentaries, and people don't want to watch that anymore. Okay, now let's say example B, said commentator wins the lottery. Said commentator becomes ecstatic. Said commentator shows the fact he has no balls when talking in a very high-pitched voice because he has no reason to cover up his high-pitched voice anymore, because now he has money and a girl will date him because he has money. Said unsaid, he's gonna be very happy. Okay, I was commentator A.5. Okay, as you all know, that I did have a girlfriend that I've been dating for, I think, like 2.5 years. I have no idea. I think it's somewhere around there. And she broke up with me. Okay, and I know back, like, when people like to know, it's like, oh, who did the dumping? Okay, she flat out dumped my ass. I got thrown out on the street. You know, there it is. It doesn't bother me. Okay, I can say it. You know, I got dumped out of the street. She'd go, and I was done. I had to walk home in the rain. It was terrible, traumatizing. Actually, no, it wasn't. So, an event like that, especially for 2.5 years, could very high possibility that it would hurt somebody. It would really make them feel bad. They go and be depressed. It's like, oh, she's the girl I love. I thought we were gonna get married. Okay, you know, that is gonna happen to a lot of people. I have learned through past experiences that if something happens in the past, excuse me really fast. Okay, if something happens in the past, it's in the past. You can't change it. And this is what I'm trying to, I really want to get through to people, is I have girl cousins, I have guy cousins, I mean, I have transvestite cousins, I mean, I have them all. Okay, I'm from West Virginia, we're fucking weird people. Alright? And you have to be able to understand, it's like, oh my god, like, I shit you not, this is what happened. My cousin, her boyfriend broke up with my cousin. My cousin ran away from her house. My dad picked her up on the side of the street, literally sat in my bed, laid in my bed, and cried for 3 days. Wouldn't come out, wouldn't eat, wouldn't do anything, just sit there and cried for 3 days over a guy that they've been dating for 6 months. 6 months, okay? That's not even like 2 birthdays, a Christmas and a birthday. It's 6 months, cried and for 3 days, okay? Terrible. I was like, what is wrong with you? Yeah, I love the kid. He was awesome. He had a big penis. Okay. I was like, what? There's so many more people out there. You have so many more opportunities. You are only 20 years old. Why are you freaking out right now? She's like, because I loved him. You cannot love somebody in 6 months. Love at first sight is not. People can say it's possible, and there might be those few instances that it is, but love at first sight is hormonal. It's caused when blood rushes to the penis, and if you can get a girl to make you have an erection at first sight, that might be love, or she might be a stripper. You know, it's one of those two. But people need to learn, and I'm gonna run out of time again. But oh well, you can look at a black stream. People need to learn that love, it's not gonna happen overnight. I mean, you gotta work for it, and that's why when things go south, you have to be able to move on. You have to be able to take a past event and just be like, it's in the past, I'm not going to worry about it. It's like, okay, girlfriend broke up with me 2.5 years. She broke up with me at 3 o'clock in the morning, okay? Broke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, okay, walked home in the rain, because I like the rain, which was very nice. Walked home in the rain. I said, well, this sucks, you know? I shit you not, went to McDonald's, grabbed some food, walked home, went in bed, and slept perfectly. I said, it's in the past, it's done. There's nothing I can do about it. Have I texted her? No. Has she texted me? Yes. Have I answered? No. It's in the past. It's over. It's done with. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm moving on. And so when I say that I'm moving on, I'm moving on. And I'm being the person that I want to be. Now, if that's a very morally correct person, that's a different story for a different commentary. Let's just say I have a lot more stories for you guys. But what I really want to get through to you guys is, if something happens that can be caused as emotional, look at it and say, is it in the past? Yes. Is there anything I can do about it? No. Don't worry about it. Live your life like it never happened. And that's all I got for today. So I'm back to posting every day. Love you, heart you, bye.